Sister Wives Bombshell, Kody Brown catches Robyn secretly dating another man. Hello friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. For over a decade, TLC viewers have watched the highs and lows of Kody Brown and his plural family on Sister Wives. From weddings and new babies to jealousy and bitter separations, the Brown family saga has never been short on drama. But now, a shocking twist threatens to eclipse everything that has come before. Sources claim Kody Brown caught Robyn secretly dating another man. What really happened behind the scenes? Who is this mysterious man? And what does this mean for the already fragile relationship between Kody and Robyn? Let's dive deep into the drama with exclusive insider accounts, emotional confrontations, and the stunning fallout of this alleged betrayal. The calm before the stormy. In recent years, the Brown family has seen its fair share of turmoil. Christine famously left Kody in 2021, paving the way for Janelle and Mary to follow suit not long after. This left Robyn as Kody's only remaining wife, the last standing in a once sprawling polygamous marriage. Kody and Robyn have insisted publicly that they are happy together. Despite critics accusing Robyn of monopolizing Kody's time and affection, "She's the love of my life," Kody declared in a season 18 tell-all. But behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Kody became more possessive and controlling. An insider close to the family reveals Robyn started to feel trapped. She thought she'd get his undivided love, but instead, he became paranoid and even more jealous. A mysterious stranger appears, according to multiple sources. Robyn began seeking solace outside the home. About a year after Mary and Janelle's exits, she started going to a local cafe a few times a week. At first, it seemed harmless. She said it was her me time, the source explains. But by midsummer, Robyn was seen sitting with a handsome, well-dressed man on several occasions. They seemed very close, lots of leaning in, whispering, laughing. It didn't look platonic, a patron at the cafe says. The mystery man, who has not been officially identified but is believed to be named Marcus, reportedly works in real estate and met Robyn while assisting her with some financial issues. They hit it off immediately. The source continues, Robyn felt understood for the first time in years. Kody's suspicions. At first, Kody brushed off Robyn's increased outings as harmless. But when she started dressing up for her coffee runs and staying out longer and longer, he grew suspicious. He started following her, checking her phone, questioning everything. Another insider reports. Kody allegedly confronted Robyn several times, but she denied any wrongdoing. She kept saying, "I just need space. Why don't you trust me?" The source adds, but Kody's instincts were telling him otherwise. One evening in late spring, he decided to follow her, and what he saw confirmed his worst fears. The confrontation. According to eyewitnesses, Kody followed Robyn to an upscale restaurant about 45 minutes from Flagstaff. She walked in with Marcus, and they were holding hands, a waiter recounts. Kody reportedly stormed into the restaurant and demanded answers in front of stunned diners. Kody was shouting, calling her a liar and a cheat, says the waiter. Robyn burst into tears, and Marcus tried to calm him down. The altercation reportedly escalated outside the restaurant, where security was called to separate the men. They were both red-faced and yelling. The source says, Robyn just kept crying. Robyn's side of the story. In the days that followed, Robyn reportedly moved out of the house she shared with Kody and stayed with friends. In an exclusive statement to a family friend, Robyn allegedly said, "I didn't mean for it to happen. I was lonely. Kody hasn't been himself in years. Marcus listened to me. He made me feel seen." She also claimed that she and Marcus had not yet become intimate, but admitted there was a connection. "I wasn't trying to hurt Kody. I just couldn't live in that house, feeling like a prisoner anymore," she reportedly said. Kody's fur kitty, meanwhile, was reportedly livid. He's humiliated, and insider shares he left 3 wives for her. He thought she was his soulmate. Now he's saying she betrayed him just like the others. Family members have said Kody has been calling and texting Robyn nonstop, alternately begging her to come back and accusing her of destroying the family. He feels like his entire life has been a lie. The insider says the family reacts when news of the confrontation broke. The rest of the family reportedly had mixed reactions. Christine allegedly told a friend, "Karma always comes back around. He made his choices, now he's feeling what we all felt." Janelle reportedly expressed sympathy for Robyn, saying she's not blameless, but she's been under a lot of pressure. Kody's been impossible to live with. Mary has remained quiet publicly, but insiders claim she simply shook her head and said, "Finally, he knows what betrayal feels like." Who is Marcus? Little is known about Marcus, the man at the center of the scandal. Neighbors describe him as charming and well-spoken. a man in his early 40s who moved to the area recently. He's not part of their religious community. One source says he's just a regular guy who seems to really care about Robyn. A mutual friend reportedly introduced them when Robyn was seeking advice about property and taxes. They started meeting for coffee. And one thing led to another, the source explains. It wasn't planned, but the chemistry was undeniable. The fallout, where do they go from here? As of now, Robyn has not returned to the family home. Sources say she is staying in a rental nearby while she figures out her next move. Kody, meanwhile, has allegedly been consulting lawyers to see what his options are. He's hurt. But he's also angry, the insider reveals. He feels like she owes him for everything he gave up for her. Some insiders even claim Kody has started reaching out to Mary and Janelle to apologize for everything, though it's unclear whether his intentions are sincere or just an attempt to save face. Robyn speaks out in a tearful private message shared with a family friend. Robyn reportedly said, "I never meant to fall for someone else. I loved Kody with all my heart. But he changed. He stopped seeing me as a partner and started treating me like property. Marcus reminded me that I'm still a person." She also claimed that despite appearances, she has not yet decided whether to end things with Kody completely. "I need time. I don't know if I can ever trust him again, but I also don't want to hurt my kids." Fans react. Fans of Sister Wives have been quick to weigh in on social media. On Twitter, one user wrote, "Wow, Robyn was always painted as the villain, but maybe she was trapped too? This is wild." Another posted, "Kody left 3 wives for Robyn and now she cheats on him? You can't make this stuff up." On Reddit, some fans speculated that this was just another chapter in the ongoing saga of Kody's downfall. One user commented, "At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up alone and bitter, blaming everyone but himself. What happens to the kids?" One of the biggest concerns amid the drama is the well-being of Robyn's children. They're confused and upset, and insider shares they love their dad, but they also see how unhappy their mom has been. Reportedly, Robyn has assured her children that she won't make any rash decisions, and that they will continue to have a relationship with Kody, regardless of what happens between the two of them. Kody's next move. In recent weeks, Kody has been spotted in Flagstaff looking disheveled and visibly upset. According to a family source, he's been confiding in close friends and trying to figure out how everything fell apart. He thought Robyn would never leave him, the insider says. But now he's realizing he may have pushed everyone away and it's too late to fix it. Will Robyn choose love or loyalty? As for Robyn, sources say she is torn between her feelings for Marcus and her sense of duty to her family. She still cares about Kody on some level, a friend explains. But she also knows she deserves to be happy. For the first time in years, she feels alive again. Marcus, meanwhile, is reportedly giving her space to make her own decision. He told her he doesn't want to pressure her, the friend says. But he also said he'll be there if she chooses him. TLC has declined to comment officially on the situation, but insiders claim the network is already planning to incorporate the drama into upcoming episodes. This is ratings gold, a production source says. Viewers have been waiting for Kody to face some consequences, and now it's finally happening. The future of Sister Wives, with filming reportedly ongoing, fans can expect to see the fallout play out on screen in the coming months. This could be the most explosive season yet, the production source adds. Everything viewers thought they knew about Robyn and Kody is about to be turned upside down. For years, Kody Brown's critics have accused him of favoritism toward Robyn, claiming he abandoned his other wives in favor of her. But now it seems that the very relationship he clung to may be crumbling. Whether Robyn chooses to stay with Kody, pursue a future with Marcus, or strike out on her own, one thing is clear: the Brown family will never be the same. Sister Wives shock: Robyn and her children asked to leave the house after Kody files for bankruptcy after years of family conflict, estrangement, and financial strain. The Brown family of Sister Wives fame has been rocked by yet another heartbreaking scandal. According to insider sources and eyewitness accounts, Kody Brown has filed for bankruptcy, and in a devastating move, Robyn Brown and her children have allegedly been asked to leave the house they shared with him. This shocking development comes at the tail end of months of speculation about the family's dire finances, crumbling relationships, and growing public scrutiny. What really happened? How did it come to this? And what does the future hold for Robyn and her kids? Let's dive deep into the dramatic events that led to Kody's bankruptcy filing and the heartbreaking eviction of Robyn and her children, the beginning of the end. For years, fans of Sister Wives watched as Kody tried and ultimately failed to maintain his plural marriage with Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. One by one, the wives left, citing neglect, emotional abuse, and financial irresponsibility. By 2022, Kody was left with only Robyn as his legal and spiritual wife. At first, it seemed like Kody and Robyn might finally find peace together. But soon it became apparent that the family's finances had taken a massive hit from years of lavish spending, unpaid property taxes, and legal fees even before the divorce filings began. The family was struggling to keep up with the mortgages on their multiple properties. When Christine left, she walked away with almost nothing, one insider shared. Janelle was fighting to get back the money she invested. Mary had her own struggles. But Kody and Robyn kept living like nothing had changed behind closed doors. Kody reportedly struggled to keep up with their lifestyle. Sources say he poured thousands into Coyote Pass, the undeveloped land he bought years ago with the dream of building a family compound, but the property sat empty, generating no income. Property taxes alone were tens of thousands a year, a source close to the family revealed. And the income from the show just wasn't enough to cover it anymore. Fans noticed that Robyn and Kody continued living in their massive Flagstaff home even after the other wives left. The house, valued at over $900,000, reportedly became an albatross round Kody's neck. Viewers would ask, how can he afford that house when the other wives are renting tiny apartments? The source explained, the truth is, he couldn't. The breaking point earlier this year, insiders say the financial situation became critical, with declining ratings on the show, mounting legal costs, and unpaid taxes. Kody reportedly faced the threat of foreclosure. By spring, creditors were allegedly knocking at the door. He was getting calls, letters. It was relentless. The source said he tried to hide it from Robyn at first, but eventually she found out. Despite her outward calm, Robyn was reportedly furious when she learned how bad the situation was. She thought they were okay. She thought they were special, the insider continued. But she didn't realize how much debt they were really in, filing for bankruptcy in late spring. Kody reportedly consulted with a bankruptcy attorney and decided to file for Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which would allow him to reorganize his debts, but likely at the cost of their home. It was humiliating for him, the insider shared. He prided himself on being the provider, the leader, but he just couldn't dig himself out anymore. Court documents allegedly showed debts in the hundreds of thousands, including back taxes, unpaid mortgages, credit card debt, and legal fees. By early summer, the filing was official and the fallout was immediate, the eviction perhaps the most shocking consequence of Kody's bankruptcy filing was the reported eviction notice served on Robyn and her children. Under the bankruptcy terms, the Flagstaff home was to be surrendered to creditors in order to pay off part of the debt. On a warm July morning, witnesses say Robyn and her children were told they had 30 days to vacate the premises. It was heartbreaking, a neighbor said. Robyn came outside crying. The kids were confused, asking if they did something wrong. Movers came and started packing boxes. Sources say Kody was there when the notice was delivered but appeared distant and cold. He just kept saying, "It's not my fault, I did everything I could," the neighbor added. Robyn's reaction: Robyn reportedly begged Kody to fight harder to keep the home, but he told her there was nothing more he could do. She kept saying, "Where will we go? What about the kids?" An insider recalled, but he just sat there staring at the floor. Friends of Robyn say she felt betrayed and abandoned. She gave up everything for him. One friend explained, her dignity, her independence, her reputation. And now she and her kids are out on the street. The children's pain. Perhaps the most tragic part of this saga is the impact it has had on Robyn's children. They loved that house. A family friend shared, it was the first time they felt stable. Now they're being uprooted again. Neighbors report seeing the children helping to pack boxes and carrying bags of clothes to the car. One of the kids asked if they were going to be homeless. The neighbor said, "It was just gut-wrenching. Where did they go?" After leaving the Flagstaff house, Robyn and her children reportedly moved into a small rental apartment on the outskirts of town. "It's nothing like what they had before," the insider said. "It's cramped and she's embarrassed. She doesn't want anyone to see her like this." Sources say Robyn has been relying on family and friends to help cover expenses. While she figures out what to do next, she's trying to be strong for the kids, but inside, she's falling apart, the friend said. Kody's state of mind. For Kody, insiders say he's alternating between anger and despair. He's lashing out at everyone. A source said, blaming the wives, the kids, the government, anyone but himself. Witnesses have seen him wandering the Coyote Pass property, muttering to himself and looking visibly distraught. He still thinks he can somehow turn it all around, the insider said. But at this point, he's lost everything. The other wives react when news of the bankruptcy and eviction broke. The other wives reportedly had mixed reactions. Christine was said to be sympathetic but unsurprised. She saw this coming years ago, a friend of Christine shared. She always said Kody was living beyond his means. Janelle was reportedly more blunt, she said. He made his bed, now he has to lie in it, the insider revealed. Meri, meanwhile, reportedly reached out to Robyn privately. She told Robyn, "I know what it feels like to be discarded," the source said. Fans of sister wives have been vocal on social media about the family's plight. One Twitter user wrote, "Robyn thought she won when the others left. Now she's paying the price too." On Reddit, a popular thread read, "This is what happens when you treat your family like disposable pawns." Another fan commented, "I feel bad for the kids. They didn't ask for any of this." TLC's Responsable has not officially commented on Kody's bankruptcy or Robyn's eviction. However, insiders claim producers are already working to incorporate the drama into the upcoming season. "This is the kind of real-life drama that keeps viewers hooked," one production source said. "It's heartbreaking but compelling." Will Robyn stay? Friends say Robyn is now at a crossroads. She doesn't know if she can stay with Kody after this, one friend explained. She feels like he let her down, but she also doesn't know how to start over. Some insiders believe she may eventually leave him and try to rebuild her life independently. She's starting to realize she doesn't have to go down with his ship, the friend said. Kody's next move, according to insiders. Kody is still clinging to the hope that he can salvage his reputation and finances. He's talking about writing a book, doing speaking tours, even starting a podcast, the source revealed. But no one knows if any of that will actually happen. The future of the family, with the family now scattered, the future of the Brown clan is uncertain. Some believe this may finally be the end of the family unit as viewers know it. Kody thought he could hold on to Robyn and keep the family name alive, the insider said. But now he's alone and bankrupt. Who knows what's next for many fans? The downfall of Kody and Robyn serves as a cautionary tale. They lived like they were untouchable, one fan wrote online. But you can only ignore reality for so long. Others hope that Robyn and her children can find peace and stability away from the chaos. She deserves better, another fan commented. Her kids deserve better. The image of Robyn and her children, tearfully leaving their Flagstaff home, has left an indelible mark on the hearts of Sister Wives viewers after years of drama, betrayals, and public scrutiny. The Browns now face perhaps their greatest challenge yet, rebuilding from the ashes of financial ruin and emotional devastation. Whether Kody and Robyn can find a way forward, together or apart, remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the family will never be the same. Sister Wives explosion. Kody Brown has heated argument with Janelle and Meri after they ask him to sign the property deed. The ongoing saga of the Brown family has taken yet another explosive turn in a shocking and emotional confrontation. Sister Wives stars Kody Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown reportedly clashed in a heated argument when Janelle and Meri demanded that Kody sign over the property deed to them, according to insiders close to the family. What began as a tense conversation about land ownership quickly escalated into shouting, accusations, and emotional outbursts that left everyone shaken and may have forever shattered any chance at reconciliation. Let's unpack the full story of how years of hurt feelings, mistrust, and property disputes finally came to a head in one unforgettable confrontation. The land that tore them apart for years, the Browns have fought over Coyote Pass, the sprawling parcel of land in Flagstaff, Arizona that Kody purchased with the dream of building a grand polygamous compound for his wives and children. When Kody first purchased the land, he promised each wife her own home on the property, insisting that they would one day live side by side as a united family. But as time went on, it became clear that the dream was falling apart. Christine left in 2021, choosing independence and a new life in Utah. Janelle and Meri followed soon after, each growing weary of Kody's favoritism toward Robyn and his controlling behavior. Even after their separations, however, the question of who owned what portion of the land remained unresolved. The tipping point in early spring, Janelle and Meri reportedly contacted Kody and requested a formal meeting to discuss the property deed. They just wanted what was rightfully theirs, an insider shared. They invested their money, their time, and their lives into that land. They felt it was only fair that he sign it over. Janelle, who had been living in an RV on the property for a time, was particularly passionate about getting her share of the land. She's worked hard all her life. A close friend explained she wasn't going to just walk away empty-handed. Meri, too, wanted closure and financial security after years of feeling marginalized and betrayed. She was determined not to let Kody dictate her future anymore. They both agreed it was time to confront him. The friend added, the confrontation according to multiple eyewitnesses. The confrontation took place on a sunny afternoon at the Coyote Pass property itself. Janelle and Mary arrived together, armed with documents, and found Kody already waiting near one of the surveyor's stakes. At first, the conversation was civil but tense. They asked him to sign the deed over to them, an insider reported. They explained that they wanted their shares in writing, legally binding, but Kody reportedly became defensive almost immediately. He kept saying, "This is my land. I bought it. You're trying to steal from me," the source said. Janelle calmly reminded him that she had put tens of thousands of dollars into the purchase, money she could have used to buy her own home elsewhere. Mary spoke up too, saying she had been patient long enough and deserved her portion of the property. Tempers flared as the discussion continued. Kody reportedly grew increasingly agitated. Witnesses say he began pacing, waving his arms, and raising his voice. He accused them of conspiring against him, the insider said. He called them ungrateful, selfish, and even said they were trying to destroy the family name at one point. Janelle reportedly fired back, "Greater than you destroyed this family. Kody, not us." Mary chimed in, reportedly saying, "Greater than we're just asking for what's fair. Why is that so hard for you?" According to witnesses, Kody shouted, "Greater than because it's mine. This is all I have left. And you're trying to take it from me, neighbors." Here the commotion. The argument grew so loud that neighbors reportedly overheard bits of it. From a distance, it sounded like a full-blown fight, one neighbor said. "There was a lot of shouting and I even heard someone crying." Others reported seeing Kody storm off at one point, only to return minutes later and continue arguing. Legal threats. Insiders say that during the confrontation, Janelle and Mary even threatened to involve lawyers if Kody refused to sign the deed. They told him they didn't want it to come to that, the source explained. But they also made it clear they weren't going to just walk away. Kody reportedly scoffed at the idea, saying, "Go ahead, call your lawyers. See where it gets you." Robyn's absence. Notably absent from the confrontation was Kody Brown, who reportedly stayed home during the meeting. Robyn wanted nothing to do with it. An insider shared, she said it was between Kody and his ex-wives. However, friends of Janelle and Mary reportedly believe that Robyn played a role in encouraging Kody to hold onto the land. "She's his puppet master," one friend said. "She doesn't want to share anything with the other wives." The aftermath. By the end of the confrontation, witnesses say emotions were running high. Janelle and Mary reportedly left the property visibly upset but resolute. They walked away knowing they did the right thing, the insider said. Even if he refuses to sign now, they're prepared to fight for what's theirs. Kody, meanwhile, was reportedly left standing alone on the property, muttering to himself and looking defeated. The family reacts. News of the argument spread quickly among the Brown family. Christine, now happily remarried, reportedly said, "I'm proud of Janelle and Mary for standing up for themselves." Janelle's children, who have often spoken out about Kody's treatment of their mother, voiced their support as well. One of her sons reportedly said, "Greater than he's treated mom like a doormat for years. It's about time she stood up to him." Even some of Mary's family members, who have long been critical of Kody, expressed relief that she was finally fighting back. Fans react. Fans of sister wives wasted no time weighing in on the drama. On social media, one Twitter user wrote, "Greater than go Janelle and Mary, take what's yours. Kody doesn't deserve that land." On Reddit, a popular thread read, "This land has been a metaphor for their whole marriage, promises broken, dreams unfulfilled." Another fan commented, "It's sad that it came to this, but Kody brought it on himself." Legal experts weigh in. Some legal experts have weighed in on the dispute, noting that the outcome will depend on whose name is actually on the deed and whether any verbal agreements can be proven. If Janelle and Mary can show that they contributed financially, they may have a claim to the property, one attorney explained, but it won't be easy. Kody's mindset in the days following the confrontation. Insiders say Kody has been brooding and angry. He feels betrayed, one source said. He thinks they're ganging up on him and trying to humiliate him. Some insiders even claim that Kody has considered selling the land entirely just to keep it out of their hands. "He's so stubborn," the source added. "He'd rather lose everything than let them win." Janelle and Mary's resolve despite Kody's resistance. Janelle and Mary are reportedly determined to see this through. They're done being pushed around. An insider close to Janelle said, "They're not going to let him walk all over them anymore." Mary has reportedly told friends that she regrets not standing up to Kody sooner. She said she wasted too many years waiting for him to do the right thing, the friend said. The children's perspective. With Brown children have also weighed in on the dispute, with many expressing support for their mothers. One of Janelle's daughters reportedly said he used their money to buy that land. He owes them. Others have expressed sadness that the family has become so fractured. One child reportedly said, "I just wish everyone could get along." Sources close to the production of Sister Wives say the argument was caught on camera and will likely feature prominently in the next season. This is real drama, a producer reportedly said. Viewers are going to see the unfiltered truth about what's been going on. Moving forward in the days since the confrontation, Janelle and Mary have reportedly consulted with attorneys and begun the process of formally claiming their shares of the property. They're ready for a fight, the insider said. But they're also hopeful that Kody will come to his senses and sign the deed without dragging this out. Kody's options according to legal experts. Kody has a few options. He can negotiate a settlement, fight in court, or sell the property outright, but those who know him best say he's unlikely to back down easily. He's too proud. One friend explained he sees this as a personal attack. The future of the family with relationships already strained. This latest confrontation may mark the point of no return for the Brown family. They'll never be the same, an insider said. This is the final nail in the coffin. For years, the Brown family has been defined by conflict, heartache, and broken promises. The fight over Coyote Pass is just the latest and perhaps most dramatic chapter in their saga. What began as a dream of unity and togetherness has turned into a bitter battle over land, money, and pride. Will Kody swallow his pride and do the right thing? Or will his stubbornness destroy what little remains of his family?